Hey guys, my name is HorrorPapi and welcome back to another video of Dead by Daylight. Now we got a couple things to get out of the way before we dive into the chapter 16 stuff. And to start it off, Dead by Daylight launched 2 new skins today. The 2 cosmetics that were released are the Yamaoka Cursed set. The first one is Oni, which is a Cursed Fate outfit, and the second one is the Spirit, which is the Awakening Origin outfit. Both of these cosmetics are amazing and I'm definitely going to add them into my inventory. Even though I don't really play killer lately, but I'm definitely gonna get those. They look amazing. The second thing I wanted to mention before we dive into the chapter 16 killers and all that information that everyone wants to know and find out, Dead by Daylight recently had a QA and they talked about some stuff. Now I'm not going to include anything that they said no to or that is in the back burner, that is not coming anytime soon, but that they're either actively working on or in the immediate future. Prestige rewards, that is one of the big things. Right now, I don't recommend anyone prestige. I would say hold on to it till they release the prestige rewards. I'm not sure if it's going to come out in the 4th anniversary or sometime shortly after that, but prestige rewards are coming. So if you want to prestige your character, I recommend you wait and then wait till those rewards are out. That way you can get something out of it while prestiging. I'm almost close to pretty much capping all my survivors, so I'm gonna definitely hold on to that. Second thing that they're working on right now are hitboxes. There's a lot of complaints about hitboxes, so they're working on a new validation system that will process how hits are registered. And some of the issues that people are complaining about as far as like high ping killers having an advantage when it comes to hitting and, like, you know, get hit, jump vaulting a window or something, those are going to be looked into. Those are going to be updated. So it's going to be a lot cleaner. They're going to work on that. Now there are some visual updates that they're working on also, and this is more for settings. So there's going to be some lighting settings, some shadow settings, and then some anti-alias settings. Apparently you're going to be able to mess around with those. Not sure. I don't usually mess around with settings too much, but there's a lot of people that like to customize their things either for performance or for looks. Another thing people are talking about are matchmaking. In the Q&A, they also mentioned they're going to be adding a rating system to the matchmaking. This should help improve the performance of overall matchmaking. So you'll be matched more or less with the same level players that you should be matched with. Now, they did mention that ranking doesn't play into a factor. I have a friend who just started playing the game, and just because he's playing either with me or with some of his friends, he's like rank 3 or rank 4, I don't know, but he plays a lot. He plays more than I do. I don't really play that often. So he's already high ranked. He's already like rank 2, rank 3. And that's only because he plays with Survive with Friends, so he's kind of getting what do we call it? He's getting carried, right? So he's not necessarily a rank 2 player, even though he is along those ranks. So the rating system, I'm not sure what kind of data it takes into account, but it's going to be able to filter out your actual gameplay in order to give you a skill rating rather than rank rating. So I'm not sure, it's a little confusing, but I'm sure they're going to release more details on that the closer that gets out, but that's going to influence how matchmaking is going to work in the future. So it's going to be rating based. Again, all these ratings, a lot of those ratings they said are going to be internal stuff, so I'm not even sure they're going to release that information. Hopefully they give a little more insight on it, but as for now, that is one thing that they're also working on. Daily rituals, that's another thing they mentioned in the QA that is being upgraded. Currently it is very killer based. So look at your dailies, most of them are like killer oriented in some way or another. Once in a while you do get a little survivor tidbit, but with the new way they're going to do it, because they didn't really release that much information on how it's going to work, they're just going to say, they said they're going to make it more well-rounded, more balanced, so if you play survivor you're not overwhelmed with killer dailies. And the last update that they mentioned on the Q&A that they're working on, the clown is going to get a rework. Clown is one of my favorite killers, but it's also one of the least played killers, so they want to give him a rework to make it more enticing for players to play as the clown. That's an update I'm excited for, and I can't wait for them to release it. I already got my skins ready. I have the elephant skin, I have the Santa skin, you know, I'm ready to let loose on the clown. Now on to the good stuff. Chapter 16. Now, a lot of you guys really want Slenderman. That was the most guessed or requested killer for Chapter 16 when I was reading the comics back on 2-3 videos that I've done so far regarding Chapter 16. Slenderman was #1 most commented about, guessed, or requested. Pennywise was 2nd, and Candyman was 3rd. So, I mean, as far as like the data that's been released so far in regards to who the killer may be, like, I'm sorry, but I really doubt it's gonna be Slenderman. There's nothing indicating Slenderman is gonna be the new killer. I know that audio file that leaked sounded pretty convincing, but I mean, we still don't know what that is exactly. And then using the description they used, you know, iconic killer, well, not iconic killer, but iconic franchise. Slenderman doesn't fit. I mean, Slenderman's cool. Don't get me wrong. I love Slenderman, but it just doesn't fit with how they're hyping it. You know, it's not really a classic. That's more of a modern thing. It's not an iconic franchise. There's only one movie. So I'm sorry, but it's definitely not gonna be Slenderman. I'm like 100%, 99.9% positive on that one. Which brings us to who can it be? Now, before we jump into some of you guys' theories and stuff, let me start off by saying that there has been an update to the Steam page of Dead by Daylight. They added 2 pages, and these are normally listed as either chapters or DLCs. Now, they haven't added 2 chapters or 2 pages, I should say, on Steam since Freddy Krueger and Leatherface. So those were back-to-back killers that they released, one right away and then the other a month and a half later or so. So now we got 2 pages uploaded to the Steam page for Dead by Daylight again, indicating one of 3 things. 1, they're gonna release 2 chapters at once, like boom boom, here you go. This is I guess optimal for everyone that's waiting on the Chapter 16 stuff. I mean, obviously we don't know who the killer is, but having 2 killers or 2 survivors, however they're going to mix it up at once is optimal. That'd be amazing. Most likely they're going to spread it out, you know, try to keep the hype going as long as possible. So the second instance is they're going to release either 1 chapter, wait a while, probably a month and a half or so, and then release the 2nd chapter, assuming the second one is a chapter. And then the third option is that one of them is the chapter, the killer, the new killer and survivor, and then the second one is actually a cosmetics package. Now, this could be like a summer cosmetics package or some kind of new charity package. Not entirely sure yet, because every time they add a new page, it could be a new chapter entirely, like for a franchise or whatever, or it could be a cosmetics package. So the good thing is we got 2 big things to look forward to instead of 1, which is, you know, I'll take it any day. Now, one thing to note or kind of make you think a little bit, Matthew Cote a bit back tweeted at Tony Hawk asking him more or less, you know, what would it take for him to be in the Dead by Daylight game. And, you know, I'm paraphrasing heavily here. I'll put the tweet up in the screen somewhere, but now it makes you wonder, since there's 2 big updates, maybe one of the cosmetics is some kind of like summer skateboarding package, cosmetics package. Since the game is coming out, I mean, the Tony Hawk remastered games 1 and 2 are coming out in early September. So this may be a cosmetics package, you know, relating to something like that. You know, summer is coming up, you know, skateboarding, beach vibes. So could be that, or I mean, and again, it just could be nothing. You know, that tweet could have meant nothing at all, and they were just, you know, just Matthew Cote reaching out and having fun to, I mean, one of his favorite skateboarders, you know. Now for all your killer theories and guesses and speculations, I'm pretty sure they're gonna keep us on the hook until the actual day of the 4th anniversary stream. From what I read and listened to on the QA, it kind of seems like they're not going to release any teaser of any kind, and they're just going to dump it on us on May 26th, which is the 4th anniversary stream. Hopefully they do release some kind of little teaser like they did for Deathslinger with the chain. But usually, if for franchises anyway, once they release a teaser, everyone pretty much guesses what it is. It's kind of hard to hide something when it's a franchise killer and there's like so much information and references out on the internet. Hopefully we get something, but most likely they're just gonna hold on to it till May 26th just so they can just be like, boom, huge announcement. Like I mentioned, you guys really want Slenderman. But I doubt it's gonna be it. Second one, Pennywise. Pennywise is the second most commented, requested, or guessed, and you know, there might be a little support for that. So I saw Luminous and Polyester were talking on, I believe it was Twitter, but there was they're talking about a painting that there was released. Well, not a painting, but it's actually an art photo that was released about Jane painting, you know, some artwork. Now, notice on the artwork, there's a red line coming down from the eye. Now, again, this could be nothing, or this could be a hint of what's to come. In this case, Pennywise just have, you know, the lines going down to the lips, and then if you look at the right, it's supposed to be like a Picasso artwork, but the right eye is like very pyramid-y looking, and then it kind of looks like the 4th anniversary teaser. Again, could be nothing. It could be, you know, just people wanting to see what they want to see. Also, if you look at the teaser, 4th anniversary teaser, and you enlarge the eye socket, it looks like, you know, Pennywise's silhouette. You know, like, again, people see what they want to see, or it could actually be a little hint, a little something. Now, as far as Candyman go, there's no new developments or hints or anything that people have uncovered, but there is a tweet by Tony Todd mentioning doing some voice-over work. Some people are saying that this could be lines for his character in the game, and this would be the first killer to have lines in the game, but it won't be the first character, since Ash from Evil Dead does have speaking lines. So again, this could be, you know, a little into that. You know, one of the chapters, if there's 2 chapters, could be Candyman for sure, and they're adding, you know, the voiceover lines right now, or it's just completely unrelated and he's doing voiceover work for something else. But that is something, you know, that made the rounds and people were pointing out again. And then I still got people saying, you know, random killers like Pyramid Head, Jeepers Creepers, and various other ones. But another one that kind of caught my eye a little bit from what you guys were mentioning was Dracula. Now, that would be an original killer, but it's also an iconic franchise, I guess. Even though there's not one specific franchise to it, there's just a bunch of several films referencing back to Dracula. So I don't know how that would work. It's not necessarily an iconic franchise, but it is a classic character, I guess. And the reason some people were saying that was because on the 4th anniversary image, if you look on the bottom right, even though some people are saying that kind of looks like Candyman as well, and then there's a picture of, you know, Tony Todd as Candyman that kind of fits that blurred image there. But it's also, to some people, it looks like it has fangs, like it has like an open mouth ready to bite someone, and then you can kind of see a fang. It might be a stretch again, people seeing what they want to see, but, you know, again, it makes you think a little bit. Another killer that you guys really kind of mentioned out there that I at first was like, no, this can never happen, but there was some new information that kind of came to light that made me doubt that no, and it seems very plausible now. So Jason Voorhees from Friday the 13th. Yes, there is a legal battle. Yes, I've shot that down several times because of the legal battle, but there's new information that came to light that made me wonder, like, hey, this is an actual option now. So from my understanding, that Jason Voorhees can be used as long as they don't mention his mother Pamela, or the boy who drowned, with the original character from the first movie. All of those are the rights to Victor Miller. Now, if they, as long as they don't mention any of that, Jason is fair game. So that is a possibility that it could be Friday the 13th. It could be that chapter. Jason Voorhees as the killer, and most likely Tommy as the survivor. Another thing that could back up that chapter 16th, Friday the 13th chapter theory idea is that on May 26th is the 3rd year anniversary of the Friday the 13th game's release date. So that marks 3 years since the game came out, and possibly whatever exclusive deal that they had with the rights to it possibly ends there, because the 4th anniversary stream lands on that same day, on the 4th, May 26th. Now, it could be, again, people reaching, or it could be something to do why they chose that date. Once the 3 years are up, it's officially up for grabs. Any other video game license can pursue it, and Dead by Daylight possibly has, acquired the rights for it, but can't officially disclose anything until May 26th, when that 3-year whatever is up. Now, there's a third thing that could possibly support this Jason Voorhees theory. Now, there's a board game that is coming out late July 31st, I believe. That is the first item I hear about that is licensed, officially licensed, and is coming out despite the legal battle. Again, they probably pursued the legal rights as long as they don't mention Pamela or the boy drowning in their board game, and are able to release it. Or maybe this is something that was already licensed way back before the legal battle started. But although that seems like a long time to develop a board game and release it, this could be tied to any exclusivity rights, or they did in fact get this during the legal battle and found a loophole of some kind to be able to work it out. So having this Friday the 13th new products coming out does kind of lend credence to the idea of having a possible Friday the 13th chapter. Well, that is all I have for you guys today. If there's any new information, you guys know I will definitely try to bring a video out for you so you can learn about it. I try to get as much information as I can get from all different stories, all different theories that have some kind of backing to it, not just wild random ideas. And I try to gather all this and try to see what seems more likely. That's why I make these videos, and I hope you guys enjoy them. My name is HorrorPapi. Please drop a like if you enjoyed the video, subscribe to the channel if you want to see more, and thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time.